obviously one of the biggest tragedies in grunge music and rock and roll in general was the passing of Layne Staley. When you heard that news, were you surprised by it, or like how was your reaction to that news?
Well, I mean, that unfortunately, like, that's happened way too many times here at London Bridge. I mean, to go through the list, Andrew Wood, Layne Staley, Shannon Hoon, Chris Cornell, like, it's kind of hard to talk about because it's so much of our history. It's a lot of my history, and these folks were just so brilliant, and I guess I look at it like we wouldn't have that music had they not been suffering what they were suffering with, that led them to do what they did, whatever it was their decision or their lifestyle, whatever it was that brought them to an end. Their music represented that struggle, and that we all feel that. Like when we listen to that music, we feel their struggle. We have those same struggles, so they, in some ways, I just feel like, they kind of struggled for us in a way and put those emotions, on record for us to like hear and know that we're not alone. So I just think that's really profound, and it still lives on. I think it's still, I love seeing a new generation, kids in their, 16, 17-year-olds identifying with Alice in Chains, that are now 20, it's not their genre or age, but they're hearing something in that music that's meaningful, because it is meaningful, because that band and those people were struggling with life, just like, we all struggle with life. So sorry to circle back around to your question.
That's a great answer.
Yeah, Layne. We all knew Layne was not doing well at that point, so it didn't come to a surprise. It didn't come to us in Seattle as a surprise. I think it was sad. We all were disappointed that it was heading that way already. So I guess it wasn't a surprise. It's, I was heartbroken then, and I'm still heartbroken, but I love that he put that music down for us. He left us a huge gift.
Do you remember what your last interaction was with Layne?
It was so long ago. I mean, so probably my last interaction with Layne was here doing, well, I guess it probably would have been, my last strong memory was doing Jar of Flies, and unfortunately I can't remember which song it was, but it was that Distorted Story where he was singing on the mic and it was distorted and clipping, and Toby was just like, that's it, we're keeping it. And I remember we asked Layne to re-sing something at one point, and Layne was just like, nope, I'm not doing it. You got your take. And he walked out of the room. It's like,
friggin' rock star.
That's Layne, man. And we went back, and it was like, no, that was the take. He knew. That's the way I'd like to remember Layne, yeah.
Is there any one Alice in Chains song in particular that has a special meaning for you?
Well, I'd say Jar of Flies in general, just because I was here for the whole thing. It's funny, when you work on it, you develop your own connection to each song. And I feel like I have my own unique experience of that record because I got to work on a lot of it. I was really young. It's kind of a foggy memory, but I don't know. Each of those songs, I guess I can remember little moments, the band being around, and I'm really thankful that I get to have, and not everyone in the world gets to, be in the room when an album like that's being made. So I feel really blessed to get to associate to that record in a really special way.
Thanks for watching, guys. If you like what you see, make sure to subscribe for more. All the videos on this channel are original. I'm the one conducting all the interviews and editing all the videos together. So if you guys like what you see and you want to support, the best way to do so is honestly just to subscribe. Lots more to come.